Hello everyone and welcome. My name is Jeff and today we are going to open up a booster box that was given to me from Dueces Wild Games and Souvenirs in Cholo, Arizona. So if you guys are ever in Arizona, please go check them out because they are awesome. They had a bunch of boxes that they needed to have open for the shop and they said, hey, you know what, go ahead and take some, see if you can open up for the stream. So these aren't actually my cards, but we are still going to open up a box and see what we find here. So just a little forewarning for you guys, I'm not all about the prices of cards. I know a lot of people are all into making sure they get the best picks because of the price, everything like that. For me, it's all about how fun the card is, especially with Magic Arena. That was actually my least favorite thing about Magic, was everyone was so focused on price beforehand. But now that Magic Arena has come out, or MTG Arena, whatever it's called, came out, price doesn't matter as much anymore. It's all about wild cards or just having the best, the most fun deck that you can. And that's what I really, really love. So as we're going through this, I'm going to be focusing more on the fun cards that we find and just the cool synergies and fun things that we can do. And hopefully finding some of the most fun cards, things like Krenko, Nicol Bolas, Dreadheart Arcanist, which are very pricey cards, or Ketra. So anyway, we're gonna see if we can find some really good picks here. So let's go ahead and jump into the box opening. Here we go. All right, here we go. Pack number one. Let's just see what we find here. These ones are harder to open than they used to be, I feel like. Oh, this is going to be a struggle. These ones are harder to open, I feel like, than other ones have been. All right, so going through, we're going to go ahead and check out the opening. Sorry, I already kind of got to the one. So I am a big fan of Dread Malkin, though. Really fun for limited. And we did find a Krenko, which I am a huge fan of. So we're going to go ahead and keep some of our rares and stuff over here to the side. Kind of shuffle through those in a bit. Any good? Actually, let's go ahead and see how many Planeswalkers we end up finding as well. So we'll kind of keep Planeswalkers on the side as well. Pretty much dump everything else off, though. So here we go. Just going to keep going. Big fan of Krenko. Krenko is probably my my favorite card in this set, though. So let's see what else we've got here. So for our stuff here, we got another Planeswalker. Awesome. Emergent Zone is really fun. And then we got Parhelion 2, which I know a lot of people really love Parhelion. So Parhelion going right over there. Dump these off to the side. All right, here we go again. We found a Samet, so we have had a Planeswalker in every pack so far. That is true. Got a Callous Dismissal and Ilharg the Raised Boar. Yes, I do like the shiny cards. I am a fan, although I don't. They have to be something I'm actually willing to play, of course, before I feel like it's worth it for me to grab them. Because for me, it's all about actually playing my cards. I am excited about any cards here for EDH as well, because that's the only thing I actually play with physical cards. So let's see here. Let's get down to our uncommons. Vizier. We do have a Vraska. Vraska is super good. And Neheb. Neheb is awesome. Very good for EDH. Very good. I think also in a mono red deck can be pretty decent here. Pouncing Lynx. Got Tibalt's Rager. Dovin's Veto, I think that's worth kind of holding on to here as well as Mawu, our favorite little doggy, and Nissa. Oh my goodness, this has actually been a pretty good pull so far. I'm kind of impressed with all what we've got so far here. Not too shabby. I guess that's one cool thing about this set is I feel like there are some rares that aren't very great, like some of the artifacts, like the blue one. Not a big fan of ever drawing that, but there's a lot of really good rares and mythics in this set that are at least worth picking up. If not for limited, or like they're good for in some format at least. Ingrath and Widespread Brutality. Big fan of that card. Definitely going to be playing that some more here. All right, we have Sunblade's Angel. We got Nahiri and Bioessence Hydra. Hell Hydra. So we played a deck on that. It was our first deck of the set, and I will definitely be doing some more of those because it is so fun. So fun. All right, we got D-Spark, which is a really good card. Probably hold on to that. Bond of Flourishing. So we got another Planeswalker. Oh, Ketra. So I'm trying to see how many Planeswalkers we get out of, oh man, I can't remember how many packs are in it. 36, I think it is. I really haven't opened that many booster boxes in my time. I mostly just kind of play janky stuff, and so I've never been a big really into spending tons of money on the game. So it's kind of cool that I get to do this now. But I really haven't done this that often. Paradise Druid, I'm a big fan of. Got a Saheeli and Dreadhorde Arcanist. We're already doing really well with this box. I'm very impressed with the picks that we've gotten here. Here we go again. And we have our Augur of Bolas, which is great. Bond Insight, Jaya, and Mizzium Tank. So Mizzium Tank is probably the best of all the vehicles. Besides, I mean, Parhelion 2 definitely has the flavor there. But Mizzium Tank, probably the one that's going to see the most play for sure. I guess Vivian's Arc Bow is pretty good as well. And I mean, and Bolas' Citadel. I want to build a deck around this soon, though. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. All right, so Pridemate, Invade the City, very good. Jiang Yagu, and Single Combat, not very good. I'm interested to see if this really gets played ever. It's okay, I guess. I'm gonna split these up into decent uncommons. Things that I think are fun to play as well, just so we can kind of show off what we've got here. All right, we got Huatli's Raptor, Elite Guild Mage, or Guard Mage, Ashiok, awesome. And Awaken the V2 big fan of Awaken. Or Awakening of the V2 Let's bring these over here. This is where I always have my deck on my left side too. It just makes more sense for me. To me, I don't know. Which side do you guys have your deck on whenever you're playing with paper cards? I always like it on the left side. All right, Merfolk Skydiver, Flux Channeler, very good, and Narset. So Narset here, I do think Flux Channeler is going to be a good card, and Storev, very good card. Well, it's a decent card, and I like the Shiny Pridemate. That's actually a card that I might end up playing at some point. So I'll keep the Shiny Pridemate over here as well. Actually, that one looks really good too. Like, I'm not sure if you can see it as much here, but like his wristbands and everything look really shiny. They really pop. Skydiver, Bond of Insight, Ashiok, awesome, and another Mizzium Tank. Not too shabby, won't complain about that. Or we have Prison Realm, Pledge of Unity, Kasmina, and Soul Diviner. Soul Diviner is pretty good. I do think it's going to be see play, and I do like Pledge of Unity. I think it's one of those that we'll see more play. Prison Realm as well. I mean, I'm not sure if these are quite like keepable in this super epic uncommon slot. There's not too many. A lot of them are going to go into the Planeswalker spot. Like Saheeli. Saheeli is a great uncommon. I think that's just a very powerful card. And let's see what else we've got here. D-Spark, kind of in that realm as well. Jiang Yangu, and another Awakening of the V2 Gazi. Awesome. Get the D-Spark here. Right, we have Donri's Ambush, Ingress Rampage is going to be good. Huatli, love it. And another Dreadhorde Arcanist, one of the more expensive cards. At least I did a little bit of research right before I jumped into this. And that is one of the ones that are on top just because it's so good in other formats. And it's also good in this format too. It is a really just good card overall. And let's check through this one. Rouse Outburst. I've seen a lot of people playing that, and I'm not sure I really like the card. Obnixilus is great, and Bolas' Citadel. Ooh, that's beautiful. And a Charm Stray. Oh yeah, that is probably one of the best uncommons we could find. And it's shiny. Yep, that's what I like. I would love to have a card of some sort that says you can play any number of any given card in this deck as long as you reveal this in your deck before the game or something like that. It would be too hard to make that actually work. Like, make sure you actually have it. Ugin's Conjuring, I'm kind of in between with whether it's good, but Jace Wielder of Mysteries, super spicy, super fun card. Definitely going to be building around that here sometime soon. And yeah, I think that's pretty much all that we're looking for. I mean, Conjuring is going to be, I think it's fun. It does have weaknesses of just being chump blocked into death, you know, which is kind of the rough side of Ugin's Conjurant, but it does work pretty well into the Spirits deck. Could be fun. All right, Tybalt's Rager again. Tyrant Scorn, pretty good. And the Wanderer. We have had a Planeswalker every single pack. Ignite the Beacon. Godpharaoh Statue, I think, is kind of fun. It's a pretty janky card. We have Samut, and then the Elder Spell. Elder Spell is pretty fun. Definitely saw a lot of play. I think once we see where metagame actually is, we'll see if that's actually going to be a good card in Standard. I feel like Standard is going to be the best place for this card overall. Maybe in Commander at some point. I don't know if Modern ever gets to a point where it really needs it that much, but it's definitely a good card. It's, I mean, if you get value from it, it's insane amount of value. And it is part of a combo piece within a Planeswalker's deck as well. Sorin! Yeah, Sorin is fantastic. Definitely love that card. Not too shabby at all. All right, and we have Challenger Troll, Narset, another Narset, and Dreadhorde Butcher. Dreadhorde Butcher, a fantastic card. Big fan of that. On this one, another Mawu and Price of Betrayal. I'm interested to see how that goes. And ooh, a Teferi and a shiny Ashak. What a great pack. That is beautiful. I've kind of been interested to see that there's only so many foil cards. Like, it's not in every one anymore. Which I feel like before there was at least a common foil in every pack, but now it doesn't have that. But you do have a Planeswalker in every pack. That has definitely been happening. And we got to get our favorite little doggo over here as well. All right, last stack here. 2/3 of the way through. And let's see what we've got. Arlen and God Eternal. Awesome. Ronus. Ronus is good. Excited for that. And I think that you have to have the right build to really get Ronus. And it's kind of interesting, too, because it has to be brought out at the right time as well. But overall, still a big fan of Ronus. I think it's going to be a very good card in the right deck. Got another Charm Stray. That's what matters. All right, Indovin, Hand of Control, and we have our Storev. Another Storev. I do think that Storev's not really going to see much play. It does provide some value. It's just not... The ability is okay. I just feel like there's a lot of decent blockers in this format right now. Like it's decent in the 4-drop slot, I guess. And let's see what else we've got here. Cruel Celebrant, fantastic. That goes over in this area. Jace's Triumph, Gideon's Triumph, and Ugin the Ineffable. Excellent, very, very good card. Let's see this pack here. Price of Betrayal, Guildmage, Davriel, and Tomic. I'm a big fan of Tomic. I think Tomic is... it's a great like 2 of in any solid white deck. Maybe 3 of, just because it's evasive, 2/3 on a great body overall. Just fantastic card, I think. Storm the Citadel, Invade the City, Lilian's Triumph, and Tamiyo. I've seen a couple builds with Tamiyo. I'm still trying to figure out exactly how I would like to be building with it. I think that the best build I saw it with was a Sultai Mill Yourself with Jace deck. And just the ability to kind of mill yourself and still get value is pretty cool, I guess. So yeah, I mean, if you're trying to find Jace every time, or you're trying to find the pieces that you need, and you're still trying to mill yourself, not too shabby. All right, we got Leyline Prowler, actually a decent card. I might have to be playing with that because it's a decent ramp spell that slows people down on the turn it comes out because it's Death Touch and it's Lifelink, so it's still a valuable creature later on. It's definitely the best of the 3 mana ramp spells that we've seen, which, I mean, still 3 mana ramp, but yeah, not a terribly bad card. 10th Legionnaire, pretty good, and Ajani the Great-Hearted. These Augur Boluses probably should come over here as well, but I've already missed a few, so that's fine. It's not as fun to me as some of the other uncommons. Like Cruel Celebrant, super fun card. Just allows for some really interesting gameplay, and that's what I like about it. Those are the kinds of things I like to highlight. Like Rowboat Riders, doesn't quite fit in there as well, but it is lots of really fun gameplay. I kind of even forgot what this one does. Enters the battlefield, you may sacrifice any number of creatures and or planeswalkers. If it does, put twice that many +1/+1 encounters on it. That could be pretty fun. A lot of sacrifice outlets with this as well. Gleaming and Gideon Blackblade. There we go. We found our Gideon, and we found a shiny wolf. We'll go ahead and throw it over there. Why not? Okay, Neoform. Neoform, I think, is actually a really fun card. Kiora, big fan of Kiora as well. And we got, I'm glad that we've only found one of these so far. Probably the rest of these are going to be Silent Submersibles as well. But this is probably my least favorite rare out of everything. It's just kind of... I don't know. I mean, it is a creature that already has Curious Obsession onto it, but it's not evasive. I guess you can maybe make it evasive, but all things that would make, like, it's hard to make a crude creature that. Anyway, so I'm not a big fan of it necessarily. Rouse Outburst, Interplanar Beacon. I think that's going to be, I think it's worth having. Like, decent lands are good. And then we have Solar Blaze and Kasmina. Kasmina, great. Solar Blaze, I think that there's going to be some decks that use this. I'm interested to see, just because we have so many creatures right now that I feel like Dreadhorde Arcanist, or just a bunch of creatures that don't die to this that are still played in decks. Like Lava Runner doesn't quite die to it initially, but I think it is still going to be good. I'm interested to see how well this one does in the format. In the right deck, like our Boros Butts deck, or the mono white Butts deck that I did earlier, is going to be a good type of fit for this. So we'll see how it goes. Another Flux Channeler, that's great. Eternal Taskmaster, Vraska, big fan of Vraska, and Command the Dreadhorde. Command the Dreadhorde is going to be pretty good. Choose any number of target creature and or planeswalker cards in graveyards. Deals damage equal to the total cover of mana cost, but you can put all of them under the battlefield under your control. I need to be playing around that, because that is actually an amazing card. And Jaya's Greeting, people have definitely been seeing it. I like the shininess of the burst there. That's pretty cool. So that's worth putting in the pile. And we got our Vraska. Not a bad pack there. All right, down to the last 2 packs. Let's see how this goes. Heartwarming Redemption, I think it's an okay card. I don't think I like it for standard necessarily. Dovin had control, pretty good. And Mobilized District, I am actually a big fan of Mobilized District. I think it goes in so many decks as a 1 or 2 of. And like the art, like everything about this card. Very, very good. Yeah, not too shabby at all. Death Sprout, I'm actually interested with Death Sprout. If it's worth having the extra, mana to be able to do a destroy target creature, but then you get to grab your own land and put on the battlefield, it's pretty good. I'm interested to see how much that gets played, especially in a deck that's trying to go a little slower. Karn the Great Creator, there we go. Some super spicy stuff there, and we will go ahead and throw this in here because I am interested to see your guys' thoughts on Death Sprout, and that's it. I was about to go grab another one, and that was it. But overall, I feel like we had some pretty good cards here. Let me know which one you guys think is the best. I mean, of course, like Gideon Blackblade, a fantastic card. Ugin, I love Ugin. Storevs, we got some God Eternals. Teferi, probably one of the better cards we have here. Butcher as well. Sorin, man, there's just some really good cards in this set. And I'm really excited about it. So let me know down in the comments below what if you guys have got a booster box, what things you guys got. I'd love to hear if you guys got some pretty good picks, some good pulls, and just overall what you guys think of this set. If you like all the Planeswalkers, I think it's a very refreshing set where it's just so different that it just makes it really fun. There definitely was a Planeswalker in every set, in every pack. We got some really good ones. I love the shiny Ashiok. I'm not sure if you can see the shine quite as well, but this is awesome. I really wish I could keep all these cards, but very grateful to Dueces Wild again for helping me out with this. If you guys are ever in Sholo, please go stop by, show them some love. Get that out of here. And yeah, there's all the Planeswalkers. Man, I think we got almost all of them as well. And that's it for today. I guess we didn't find a Nicol Bolas Dragon God. That's a big one. We didn't find all the rare ones, like a Chandra. We didn't find a couple others. But that's it for today's video. Thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe, like the video. That's where the like comes from. And I'll see you in the next one. Thanks so much, and bye-bye. Bye.